And I will go live here as well and mute everything. And then when the webinar is starting, okay, cool. Can you turn off the camera? Your camera?
You just have to, my camera's off.
Shall I start here again? So just go ahead and send a message to everyone.
Just a chat.
Will it automatically notify everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that make a difference. Yeah, I think it's fine. And what do you see on YouTube though? I don't know. Is this the right one?
It is the right one.
Yes, I start the room. You will share the links on socials again. Hello, everyone. We'll be starting the webinar in about 5 minutes. So we'll be just waiting for a few more people to join us, and then we can get started. This is the one, right? Hey, everybody. We're just going to wait a few more minutes for a few more people to join in on Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces and our webinar that's happening on Zoom. If you have anyone in the community who's interested in knowing more about the Envision summer sale, please do ask them to join us either on Twitter or on Clubhouse, or they can also join us live on YouTube as well. So we're just going to wait a few more minutes, and then we're going to jump into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another webinar from Envision. Uh, we'd like to go ahead and thank everybody here, firstly, for attending. So we're having the event live on Clubhouse, on Twitter Spaces, and also doing this on Zoom. And this is also being live streamed on YouTube. So it's available on all the 4 platforms. My name is Karthik, and I'm one of the founders of Envision, and I'm here to talk a little bit about our summer sale that's happening right now and answer your questions about it, or any questions you might have in general about the Envision app or the glasses. So before we jump into questions and answering your questions and so on, I wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction about the summer sale, right? Uh, the summer sale is a sale that happens every year in the months of July, August, September. So this year it's happening in August and September, and it gives users a chance to get Envision at a discount. And when we say discount, it's also a pretty significant discount. We give a 30% discount on both annual and lifetime plans. And we do this, and the sale started on the 8th of August and will be going all the way until the 9th of September. Now, this year, you have an option to go ahead and make a purchase of Envision's discounted annual and lifetime subscriptions, both within the app and also on our website. So this is really interesting. This is really special because for a lot of users who are having trouble with making a payment via the app because of their payment method not being accepted by Apple or Google, they can go on our website and make a purchase of the app, of the subscription. So I'm going to talk to you a bit about how it works on the website and where you can actually go ahead and make a purchase and how the whole flow works, and so on, right? So like I mentioned, we're having the discount this year on the annual and the lifetime subscriptions. So the annual plan, basically, you'll be charged $19.99 per annum, usually for this. But then with the Envision discount during the summer sale, you get the annual plan at $13.99 instead of having to pay $19.99 for a year. And the lifetime subscription is also getting a discount. So usually you'll have to pay $99.99 for the lifetime subscription, but this year you're getting it at $69.99. So basically, it's $100 for lifetime, and with the discount, you're getting it at $70. And for the annual plan, usually it's about $20 for the annual plan, and you're getting it at $13 this year. Right. So that's basically a small breakdown of the plans that we have. And we currently are only offering discounts on the annual and the lifetime plan. So how can you make a purchase of, how can you avail the summer sale on our website? So you need to first go to letsenvision.com/sale. That is letsenvision.com/sale. So once you go onto that website, you'll see there are 2 options to make a purchase. So you can either make a purchase of the annual plan or the lifetime plan. And so when you go and pick one of the plans to make a purchase of, you'll be taken to a web page, a secure web page where you can enter all your credit card details or your payment details. And once the payment is successful, you will be getting an email with a code that can be redeemed from within the app itself, right? So as soon as you make a payment, you get an email with the code, and all you have to do is take that code, open up the Envision AI app, log into the Envision AI app, and then you go to the Help tab. And within the Help tab, you'll find a page, an option called an account details option. So you click on that particular page, you go into that particular page, and then you'll have an option to enter the code there. So you'll have a redeem code button. You have to click on the redeem code button, and you'll have to enter your code. As soon as you enter your code and redeem it, you will basically be given a lifetime or an annual subscription. Whatever plan that you bought with us on the website, you can redeem it that way. So it's really simple. You go on our website, letsenvision.com/sale, and you would then go ahead and pick a plan of your liking. And once you pick a plan of your liking, you make the payment for it, and you'll get a code via an email. And then once you enter that code within the app, you'll be able to redeem the code for whatever plan that you made a purchase of. And all of this happens, almost instantaneously, right? So one of the things that we did very different this year, apart from the previous years, is the fact that we have a lot of new payment options for Indian users. Right, so a lot of times we had a lot of feedback from Indian users saying that they've not been able to go ahead and make a purchase of the app because of payment issues on Apple Pay or Google Pay or some other such issues. So what we have done this year is we've gone ahead and partnered with a company in India. We've gone ahead and made sure that all the major Indian payment gateways are available for you, or all the Indian major Indian payment methods are available for you. For example, you can pay with almost all Indian debit and credit cards. You can pay with RuPay cards. You can use wallets, any kind of wallets to make a payment, like Geo Money, Airtel wallets, Phone Pay, and so on. You can also pay via UPI as well. So you have all these different payment methods, which is not offered on Apple or Google, and that's offered on our website, right? So you need to go to let'senvision.com/sale, pick a plan, and then you'll be able to, and if you're from India, you'll see all these different payment options that you can make a payment with. So that's one of the most I would say special things or unique things about this year's summer sale. And yeah. So apart from that, we have just a few quick app updates to share with you. So we had our town hall of some time back recently, and you guys had given us a whole bunch of feedback based on that. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update of what we're also working on the app side. So we're working on a new redesigned text tab based on your feedback during the town hall. We're also working on a bookmarks and a search feature. Again, more feedback that came in from the town hall about improving the reading part of the Envision app. We're also adding more export functionality. So you'll now be able to export to PDF and HTML as well. We're also adding more import options within the app as well. And we're also working to bring the edge detection that is there on Android to the iOS app. So these are some of the updates that we're working on right now. And you'll be seeing all these updates being rolled out on iOS and Android in the coming few weeks. So that's our core focus. So without further ado, let's jump into questions. So people on Clubhouse or Twitter Spaces, if you want to go ahead and ask a question, please raise your hand. And folks on Zoom as well, please raise your hand if you want me to ask you any questions. Right. Okay. So we have one question from a user in Zoom, on Zoom already. So he's Ahmed from Dubai. Hello, Ahmed. He asks, I made a payment online and I haven't received the code yet. What should I do? Good question, Ahmed. So if you have made a payment online and you haven't received the code yet, the first thing I would do is maybe check your spam folders. That's one thing that I would say. Sometimes you might have, in some kind of, you might have the emails going to your spam folder or, not show up in your inbox. So I would say wait for a few minutes first. I would say wait for about 10 minutes or so maximum, and check your spam folders in the meantime. If you haven't received an email from us in the first 10 minutes, please feel free to reach out to us via support directly from within the app itself. And I can go ahead and we can go ahead and help you with your issue. So we can look into what went wrong with you not being able to receive the code. And we can go ahead and share that code with you via support once we verify the purchase and so on. Yeah. We have another question from George from the USA. So thanks, George, for joining us. He's joining us on Zoom. He asks, can you tell me what the discounted prices are in US dollars? Okay, so the discounted prices in US dollars are as follows. For the annual plan, it is usually $20 per annum. We have now made it to $13 per annum. For lifetime, it's $100 as a one-time fee, and then what we have done this year is we have brought it down to $70. So it's a 30% discount on both the annual and the lifetime plans. So that's basically it. We have a couple of more quick questions coming in from YouTube. So we have Sunil from India. Sunil is asking, would Indian debit cards be accepted? How does UPI payments work? All right. So Indian cards all major Indian cards are accepted, including RuPay cards as well. So you can use Indian debit cards from all major Indian banks on the website this year. If they don't work on the Play Store, you can definitely go on the website and make a purchase of it. How does UPI payments work? So when you go ahead and when you go to our website and you pick a plan that you like, whether it is annual or lifetime, you'll be taken to a page where you can choose UPI as one of the payment options, and then you just enter your UPI ID, and then it should basically work very similar to how you normally make payments on any website using UPI. We have one more question on Zoom from Roger. So Roger asks, will the subscription bought from the website renew automatically? That's a really, really good question, Roger. I think you might have checked out the summer sale webpage and asked us that question. So the payments that you make on the website will not be renewed automatically. So if you make a payment for an annual plan on the website, you're making a payment for 1 year's access, right? So it doesn't renew automatically, and you would basically be buying Envision for 1 year or Envision for a lifetime. So the annual plan or the subscription that you buy on the website is just a one-time payment for 1 year access to Envision. So that's basically quick overview of all the questions that have come in via Zoom and other places. So if anyone on Clubhouse or on Twitter wants to ask questions, they can. Okay, so we have Ahmed who raised his hand. So I'm just going to bring Ahmed. So I've invited Ahmed from Clubhouse to speak.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Ahmed, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Hello, how are you all?
I'm good. I'm
good.
good.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I actually have 3 questions. First, will the website, will save my payment info when I ended my purchase?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You were saying that will the website save your payment info?
Yeah.
Okay. So the website doesn't save your payment info. Your payment info is basically.
For example, if I want to buy another plan again or something like that, will I find my payment info on the website again if I use the same device?
Okay, so at the moment, we don't have an option to save payment information, but we will be bringing that.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I actually asked that due to some security issues or something like that.
Yeah. So we don't save payment method information on the website. So if you want to come again and make a payment, yeah, you'll have to enter the payment information again, because we don't have an option to create an account on the website and save that information yet. So we don't have that. So you'll have to enter your payment information again if you want to make a purchase of another app, another subscription from us in the future.
Yeah, thanks. I have another question. As you know, when I buy a plan from the website, I use an email address to receive the redeem code. If I use that redeem code in another email, not the same email that I use for receiving the redeem code, is it okay, or I have to use the same email that I used to buy the lifetime or annual plan?
Okay, no, that's a good question, Ahmed. So the way it works is, we go ahead and so if you receive the code in one particular email address, you can basically use that. You don't have to use the same email address to log into the Envision app at the time of going ahead and redeeming the code. So if you used one email address to make a purchase and you got the code in that email address, you can use a different email address to log into the Envision app and go ahead and enter the code. So you don't have to use the same email address all the time. It can be a different email address that you use as well.
How many devices can use the same lifetime or annual subscription?
So at the moment, we have restricted this to only 2 devices that you can use the the code in. So the code can be used on 2 devices.
By the same email.
No.
By the same email.
No.
Or
Yeah.
with a separate.
Yeah, it's basically 2 devices that need to have the same email, because what happens is your the code is associated with the email address of your Envision account. So you need to use the same email, email address to also log into the other account.
And what? Yeah. What will happen if someone gives his redeem code to a friend?
Right.
Will it be banned or something like that?
Okay, so the code can only be redeemed once. It cannot be redeemed again and again. So let's say you buy a code for a lifetime subscription, you go ahead and use the code with your account. It is not possible to give the code to your friend, and your friend can also not use that account, right? So once the code has been redeemed by a user, it can only be redeemed. It cannot be used again, right? So it has to be.
You mean if someone tries to redeem that code again, it will not ban the
it will not work. It will throw an error saying this code has already been redeemed by somebody else.
Yeah. I'm sorry for that. A lot of questions, but I have the last one.
Sure. Please go ahead.
Now, how can the Envision app benefit me if I am not connected to the internet? As I see that many features need an internet connection to use the Envision app.
Sure. So if you don't have an internet connection, you can still use some features like instant text, scan and find features, and so on, right? So for example, if you are wanting to read some text in English, right? If you want to read some text in English or other Latin-based languages, you can use the instant text feature even when there is no internet. Let's say you want to use the find features, like for example, finding a face, finding an object. Those can be done even without an internet connection, right? So these are the two, and you can of course use also detect colors as well without an internet connection. So these are the 3 different features that you can use at the moment completely without needing an internet connection. And if you have any.
What about detecting the QR code and describing the scene? So can I use that 2 features? That both 2 features without internet connection?
So both those features require an internet connection at the moment. So we are working towards making more features, become available offline without needing an internet connection. But yes, these 2 features at the moment require an internet connection for you to use them.
Yeah, I actually have a recommendation.
Sure.
When someone wants, for example, to convert text to another language, if you have something like downloading a language pack from your server, from the Envision server, for example, the Arabic language pack, and if I download it, for example, I can read my Arabic text without internet connection.
Yeah. So no, that is actually a good suggestion. It's something that
I hope you understand my.
I do. And it's a good suggestion, and it's something that we are working towards, right? We don't have a particular date to give you as to when it will be available, but yes, we are definitely working towards something like that. What you can already do is, if you have documents saved with the Envision library, you can use those documents offline as well. So let's say you have some textbook that you were reading before, and if you save that textbook or document to the Envision library, you can open documents from there without needing an internet connection and use the Envision app to read it. So, but that is already scanned documents, So that's one workaround if you want to read documents offline.
Yeah, I've got it.
All right. Thank you, Ahmed. So we have Naji, who's also raised his hand. Okay, I think there's a bit of an issue with Naji joining. All right, so we have a few more questions coming from the webinar itself. So we have Fred from Ukraine says, can I buy the subscription now and redeem the code at a later point? So that's a great question, Fred. And yes, you can go ahead and buy a subscription on Envision today. You'll get the code. The code is valid for a year from the time of your purchase. You can go ahead and redeem it anytime you want within that year, and it can be redeemed once. So that is, so that you don't have to, go ahead and buy the subscription and immediately redeem it. And somewhat similar is the question that comes from June, again from the webinar at Zoom. So she's asking, can I buy the subscription online for someone else? I want to gift it to some of my friends. Yes, you can do that as well. So you can actually go ahead and make a purchase of a subscription for a friend or a family member, and you can go ahead and put in their email address, or you can go ahead and put in your email address, get the code, and then give it to them. So you can go ahead and share the code with someone else as long as the code has not been redeemed earlier. So that's also an option. Cool. I think we have, we're just waiting in for a few more questions. But yeah, like I said, once again, please go to let'senvision.com/sale and make a purchase of, an annual or a lifetime subscription. Make use of the summer sale discount, and we'll be able to, and we'd love to have more people join us in the community. Speaking of which, I actually have one more announcement. So Karthik Mahadevan, one of our co-founders, is going to be in Bangalore next week. So he's going to be in Bangalore. Just a second. I'm just going to check the dates once again. Yeah, he's going to be in Bangalore on the 24th, and he would be, and 25th as well. So if you want to try out the Envision glasses in person, you can go ahead and go to our socials. We have shared a link to a Google form, and you can actually fill out the Google form, and you can try out the Envision glasses in Bangalore. So you'll get a chance to meet Karthik Mahadevan. He's an awesome guy, and you can go ahead and ask questions about the Envision glasses, try it out, and yeah, it would be a great opportunity for all of y'all to actually go ahead and have a have a look at the classes in person, right? And also we have a giveaway announcement as well. So with the purchase of a new Envision subscription during the summer sale, you can go ahead and follow us on Twitter, tag 2 friends, and get a chance to win an Envision goodie bag. And so we will go ahead and announce the winners every Friday all throughout August. So yeah, there's another reason to go ahead and make a purchase of a subscription. Right, we're just waiting in on a few more questions. So we have another question from Thomas from Mexico. He asks, if I buy the subscription from the website, redeem my subscription, then after a year, how can I renew it? So yeah, we'll definitely get in touch with you, Thomas, at the time of your subscription coming to an end, and we'll give you an option to renew it as well quite easily. Yeah, and we'll be in touch with you regarding options to renew it over email as and when the subscription is about to come to an end. I think we've already answered. Yeah, so we have another question regarding, can I use Envision subscription on multiple devices? Yes, you can use it on up to 2 devices. The code can be redeemed on can only be redeemed on one device, one account. And once the code has been redeemed on a device, you can go ahead and use the same login ID on one more device, and that's it. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this quick but really eventful webinar. Lots of questions about the summer sale. So yes, it's going to be happening all throughout August, and it's going to be happening until the end of September. Until the 9th of September. So the summer sales from the 8th of started on the 8th of August is going to be running until 9th of September. And you can go on our website, let'senvision.com/sale, make a purchase of the app with a 30% discount. You can also make a purchase, of a subscription from within the app itself. But you'll have a lot more options to make a payment, via whatever payment method you'd like to use on the website. So the website has more payment options, especially if you're from India. Like you have a lot more payment options than what Google Play or what Apple offers. So you can use all Indian debit cards, you can use RuPay cards, credit cards. You can go ahead and pay via net banking. You can pay via wallets. So you can use PhonePe, Geo Money. So you can use all these different wallets. You can also pay via UPI. So there are lots of different payment options for users from India. So please go to our website, do check out the sale, and yeah, we'll stay in touch, and I'll see you soon at another webinar from Envision.